crew. How are we doing today? I can't see the chat yet. Oh, here we go. Got the chat. I've had to do the pop-up window today. Is the chat working for you guys? Hopefully it is. Trying to make sense of what I'm seeing. Here we go. How is everybody? Here we go. So, hey. Good morning, faithful practitioners. I like that, Jean-Paul. We have Sheena, Hazel, Ron, Elaine, and Lawrence, I'm guessing, Jean-Paul, Terry, George, Adele, Sheena, Julie, Diane, Isabel, Graham. Great, and more, because I'm seeing there's 16 live. Okay, so nice Qigong music to drown out the knees. Adele, that's okay. We're happy when we can listen to our bodies. So this morning, we are going to have a chilled, relaxing session. Although when we do the snake, you probably won't be thinking that, but hey, it's supposed to be a nice, chilled, relaxing session. We'll start with our warm-up, our waves, our snake warm-up, hip loosening off, and then snake. And then if we have time, we'll do some horizontal breathing. Okay, Julie. You know what you want, Julie. Okay. We'll miss you in the chat. Okay, so if you are ready, we can get started. So find yourselves a nice spot in the room, in your room. So that should be better and less overexposed. Okay. Okay, morning, Ruth, and welcome back. So hands together and loosening off the joints one way and the other way. So don't forget to turn both ways. Have a look at the mechanics along the arm. It's a very soft, gentle movement. Do we have Wendy and Simon and Dennis and Marilyn at all? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. All right, and Elaine as well. So gently round and back. And round the first side. So nice and slow. If you've got any aches and pains, work a small rotation. If you have no pains, then work a big rotation and back. And the other side. Oh, morning, Jane. So other side, nice and gentle. And coming back. rotating, keeping your knees soft, rotating the hips. So maybe you've got some creaky hips or creaky knees at this point. Just listen to what your body's telling you. And hands on knees, very gently, don't rest on the knees, just very gently work the axis between knee and hip and between knee and ankle. So work it one way. And then work it the other way. And we're gonna go round in a circle this morning for a change, loosening off the ankles one way and then the other way. Other side. And back. Looking down. Looking back, stretching. Forward down. And back. Forward down. And back. And stretch to side. Switch. 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 And switch. And hi, begonia. And looking over the shoulder. Stretch. Switch sides. Stretch. Switch and stretch. Switch. Stretch. Switch. Stretch. Final one, switch. Stretch. And center. Feet shoulder width apart. So that would be hip width. And we want shoulder width, okay? So a little bit more. Feet pointing forward. And possibly level. In a line. And then tuck your tailbone under so that your lower back is nice and straight and you take out the curve. So soft knees, you see that? Soft, this would be them locked. We want them soft. Tailbone tucked under. But we don't want that either. So it's a place where your lower back is nice and freed up. Shoulders relaxed and open. So we don't want to slouch. But equally, we don't want to be like this, okay? We don't want to bring them back because then you've got a big curve to contend with in the back. So everything nice and soft. Push up with your crown. Crown is back here. Push up so that your head is not doing this. Okay. And equally, you're not too far back. You're not going to be so far back that you're going to close partly the windpipe. Okay. So you want to be in a happy medium kind of place. And then you're going to want to work your soft focus. So pick a spot on the floor, any spot. I've got a tickle in my throat, I apologize. And soft focus means that you're just very softly gazing. So you're not intensely gazing at something. It's a very soft gaze. A very empty brain. Weight sinking down into the legs. Morning, Marie. I think that's Marie. And just soft, soft, soft. Let the weight sink. Let your spine get longer as you push up with the crown. Start to feel the exchanges in your body. You'll probably feel currents of warmth just running up and down. And just keep that soft focus, just breathe. Just be gentle. And take stock of what's happening in your body. You'll probably feel a certain amount of warmth coming up. You'll probably feel your feet and hands getting warm. And we're going to work our first wave. So in time with your breathing, if you can, not reduce the intensity if you've got any aches and pains or too much tension. We're looking for very little tension. We're just working against our own body weight. But we're not tensing the body unnecessarily. You may find yourself swaying because you're very relaxed, and that's okay. And still work your soft focus. And just be gentle. And we're going to bring it up and breathing in, and again be gentle. Stop When you feel discomfort, breathing in, breathing out. And again, try to work it with your breath. If that's not possible, just feel the body's expansion and then just the coming in. Work with smaller movements if you need to. And most of all, just relax into the practice. Just relaxing. And going up, stretching up. So as far as you can, as far as is good for you. So for some people, it may be lower. And we're just turning the body, letting the hands turn. For those of you that can reach, just go for it and reach. Work slowly. Feel your breath naturally matching your movements. If you do get tired, just bring the arms down a little bit. Nice slow movements. And still soft focus, empty brain. And working the wave down. And up. And down. So again, match it to your breath. If that's not possible, just work slowly and just work your natural breath. So literally feeling a shower when you do this one. This is the water wave. Working nice and slow. And again. One last one. And again, you can gauge the height. If it's difficult for you to come up, just come up less. It is okay to come up just to here and down. Okay, and breathe in. And breathe out. So that's our horizontal wave. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. The elbows coming back. So we're really trying to avoid this. And you'll feel your body swaying gently back and forth. Being very gentle with yourself, not forcing things, not making things happen that are uncomfortable. Just literally flowing. And pushing down. And then just bringing things together. Expand, relax, contract. Expand, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So still nice and slow. Same advice as before. If you're struggling to match this to your breath, just work the slow movements and focus on the body feeling. Very gentle. Swaying if you need, or if your body feels like swaying, that's okay. And one more. Shoulders nice, relaxed. Breathe out and shake out, especially the feet and the legs. Okay, grab some water and let us know how you got on with this practice today. It's quite a relaxing practice. But sometimes when we're not used to it, we can have issues overloading the body and contracting too much. We can also have the issues of not being able to match the breath to the movements, and that's okay. Just, we work towards being able to match. Chilling beautifully, Darren, that's good. All right, Begonia got on good. Marion getting good. Adele felt oneness. It is okay to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you just tune in anyway. The soft focus enables you to listen to what is going on inside. And if you close your eyes, that's okay, because that's also enabling you to listen to what is going on inside your body. So in terms of elements, there's the 5. Earth is up and down. Will I be able to remember? That's the trick, isn't it? Earth is up and down, and you can feel it because there's this rooting when you're coming down. You added music as well, Sheena. See, I don't want to put music on because I don't want to breach copyright law and that sort of thing. So until I have my own music that I've made myself, which will be soon. Sheena, I just want a photo of what's going on in your house. It sounds really good with the cats. So, earth, fire, okay? Because it's working the fire element, yeah? You're working the heart and the small intestine area with this. Then we have wood, where you're like a tree, water falling on the tree, and the last one is metal, nice and strong and sharp. How do you feel that, Ron? Does that speak to you? I'm like you. I love to know what movement is what element, because then I tune in and I listen to what that's supposed to be. How do you feel about that? Hopefully it will come through in your practice. Okay. Any other questions? You were feeling at one point like you were standing in water. Air is metal, Ruth. Air is metal. There's no air in the Chinese 5 elements. It is metal, and it's a condensation process. But in metal is more complete because it also has a sharp aspect to it, which air doesn't necessarily have. Okay. Okay. So moving on to snake. Are your legs nice and okay? You tap them a little bit. Are they feeling? They feeling all good? All good to go? Thank you, Sheena, for the photo. I haven't looked at it yet, but I will. Okay. So here we go. Nice and ready. Centering. So at this point, I'm actually only using one breath, breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breath in. Breath out. And again, being gently with yourself. Breathe in and out. Turning the palms up and turning to the side. Try and keep the hips nice and level. The arms out straight to the sides, and try and keep them to the side so that they don't come in like that, okay? And no hips doing that, because that would be our Zumba hips doing that. And we just want straight Tai Chi hips. Or Qigong hips as they are today. Turning nice and slow. If your shoulders are feeling strain, you can lower your arms. And when it feels better, just bring them back up, because this is all about opening the shoulders. And up with the arms, back of the hands together, dip down to where you can, and turn the palms up, stack the hands, come up, push up, and unlock. Again, down, back of the hands together. That opens your lower back, and come up, push up, and again, and down. Stack the hands, come up. And again. And come up. One more. Round up. Back of the hands meeting, coming down. Stack the hands, come back up. Relax and angle the foot. Bring the opposite knee to the opposite elbow. Okay, so the idea is not to do this, but to do that. So we're working the crossing over. How is it going with that? And I can see some of you in my head when you do this in class, and I'm wondering how much improvement you're seeing. And up, push, pivot, push down. So this is hip stretch. Round the front, come up, scoop up with the hands, and pivot, push, round the front, come up. So you're exercising your hips and lower back. And again, this is good to be done for you. So pick a height where you're comfortable. To work at. And when you've got your height, I've lost count now. When you've picked the height, that's okay, just stay there. You don't need to try and stretch more than is comfortable, okay? So if your height enables you to go there, that's okay, just stretch at that height. Okay, so we're going to reverse the movement, pushing down, coming across, coming up, push, pivot, push down, and again, try and keep a relaxed body when you do this because you'll get more out of it. Coming up. And down. This will be our last one. And up. Pivot to center. And push with the hands. Stretch. To stretch comfortably, pushing with the hands. Don't forget to breathe. And switch. Push. So again, comfortably. I'm not going to a place where I'm not comfortable, okay? I'm feeling the stretch. And I'm feeling that I'm working, but I'm comfortable. Switch. Most of all, don't forget to breathe. Push with the hands. And you'll find there's one side which will be more comfortable than the other. And that's pretty normal, pretty regular. Push with the hands. Come up. And let's see what happens if you try to touch the floor. Okay, so this is me with straight legs. After doing all that stretching, I try and touch the floor. I can do so, I can even put my hands flat on the floor. Okay. And then what happens if we go down? Can we go down? Is our body happy going down? One last time. And when you come up, remember, use the leg muscles to pull you up, or push you up rather. One last time. Okay. How do you get on with that? Is your lower back and your hips feeling, are they feeling quite loosened off? Hopefully they are. We'll just do a quick round of checks. If you want to feedback. I don't want to leave it too long because we're well warmed up and we should. Okay, nobody's telling. Hopefully you are seeing me and hearing me. Terry. Terry has got a laughing face. Felt a bit looser. Good. Good, 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 good. Warm now. Can touch the floor. And back up again. Bending nicely. Good. Today you can put your hands flat on the floor. Will be a miracle. Well, miracles do happen. You know, miracles do happen. Squats are interesting. Yes, aren't they? Because they are just a bouncy, relaxed squat kind of thing, and then you just feel the you just feel it when you come back up. Really intense for Marie. Good. Feeling stretch, hands to floor. Nice. Nice. So even, even if it's the tip, it's fine. It's fine. But anywhere is fine. Just, it's all fine, really. Live in hope. You touched it though, so it's a start. Yes, indeed, it is a start. Marie, the floor, is the floor annoying you? No, she's quite, I'm sure you can do it. All right, so snake one. Ready? Not easy, but managed. Yes, good, Begonia. That's excellent. So when we're up here, turning. So a variation on a theme. Arms pushed up as much as you can. And you'll need to feed them back through if you're like me, because they keep slipping out. And again, no hips coming out, okay? I know who's got hips that come out. And push down, arch out and up. Down and push out, come up. And again. And up. And down. And up. Down. And up. And we're going to reverse. Down. Scoop. And up. Down. Scoop. And up. Down. Scoop. And up. One more. Down, scoop, up. To one side. Down, circle, and up. Keep going, same way. Circling and coming up. Down. Circle. Come up. Down. Circle and up. And again. Circle up. Down. Circle up. Switching sides. So back to where you came from. Working the opposite circle this time. Down, circle, up. And again, down, circle, and up. Down, circle, up. Couple more. Down, circling, up. And one last one. All right. Okay, here comes everybody's favorite. Down. Through. Over. Peek through. Down. Come through. Hand over. And look through. Down. Through. Overhead. Peek through. Down. Through. Over. And peek. Again. Down. Across. Overhead. Look through. Down. Across. Overhead. Look through. So you really are at the end in a sort of lunge position, okay? Last one. Okay. Bring in your feet. You may have to flatten your rug as well. Catch your breath. Grab some water if you need to. You ready? Snake 3. Choose your height. Beginning to get snake. Oh, for Sheena, beginning to get snake, and Hazel, snakes aren't getting any easier. You know what I'm gonna say. The lower you go, the easier they get. It's true. You ready for the third one? Here we go. So pick a height and don't be afraid to work through 2 heights. And here we go. Arms in touch all the way through. Horse stance, open, turn, back, turn. And you're possibly feeling those hips working as we go, which you really should. And come up. Relax. Begonia really doesn't like this one. What height are you trying to work at? Because if the low is too demanding, you can work at this height. That's the kind of height that you can start at quite happily. Oh, help. Oh, dear. Hazel finds these ones easier. They are, in a way. Oh, very nice, Terry. Terry got down. It is tough on the legs. It will toughen them out. Aha. So if you feel like the knee going down feels like your whole body collapsing, you need to work the muscles towards helping that feeling. So start higher at a mid-level and then work at that level and then start working lower and lower. Yeah. Balance is better for on, but not so low. Marie says she is knackered. Yeah, snakes will do that. But it's a good knackered. Knee pads are good, yes. Do feel free to use your mats. If you have like a little padded mat, you can use that. The other thing you can do is also to hold off your knee from going on the floor. So that's my knee just off the floor. But of course, that makes it even harder. So, you know. Good. Well, it is not supposed to be the easiest of exercises. So, you know. All right. Legs recovered. If they are, I just get funnier and funnier. That's good, Gina, right? Those are. Yes, I will get a video from you one time showing me a snake. Okay. You ready? I'm going to be in a place where you probably won't be able to see my feet. Better off the floor, Adele. You'll find that it's harder, but yeah, that's okay. So for this next one, soft knees, feet pointing forward, okay? And whole body. You see the lengths? And turn, switch. Think snake, snake head. Snake head does not do that. Okay, so keep it. Keep it open. Feel it feeding through. Switch. So not there, just maybe there. Switch. Nice and gentle. The first one, because you're turning the hand, that's okay. You can go lower. Okay, so half measures in the moving this part, so we're not looking for these sorts of movements. We're looking for subtle movements. Okay. Okay. Relax out. So you should feel it more on the muscle than on the joint. That makes sense? Because you're not stressing the joint, right? If you were up here, then you would stress the joint. But you're down here, you know? So you'll feel it more in the muscle than joint. All right. Since we're here, okay, so coil the fist out and up. Need to remember to drop shoulders. Yes, it is much better. If you're doing this with the shoulder up here, it's really quite uncomfortable and you don't have the same flow. So use the hips. You want a lightning fast. You want to coil. Okay, you see the coiling coming from the hips. Along the same lines. Keep going. So we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Not this. Not this. We're doing that. Coil, feeding through arm. Not round and into the side of the head. So not that. Too obvious, okay? Too much energy expanded. Much smaller. The elbow, keep the elbow looking as far down as it can do. Try not to bring it up like this. I know there's a tendency to do that. Try to keep it more like a whip, as part of the whip. If you look at the actual bone, it's not coming up like that. Yeah. Again, I'm going to need videos of you guys doing this if you want. So you're looking for a fast, direct, yet coiled punch. How are you getting on with this? Improvements? Launch it with the hip. Is it getting easier? I'll just keep going until I get some answers. And if you want, you can just experiment with it. Huh? Getting a better understanding. Good. Good. Excellent. It really is about turn, coil. You're bringing the hand there, but you're not bringing your elbow out to do it. It feels like you are because the rotation has to work its way through. But in actual fact, the elbow and the shoulder are not coming up massively. Well, they're not coming up very much at all. Good, Marion. That's excellent. So the idea is, if you've got a couple of minutes today, do it in front of a mirror. It does feel like a punch. Yeah, it should feel like a punch. Need to engage hips more. Yeah. No hips, no punch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any questions on this one? Or are you seeing a dramatic improvement? Yeah, the better relaxed you are, the more this will happen. If I'm quite tight, it's not going to feel like it's clicking. So if I'm relaxed, then I can send it. And if I need to, I could send it with quite a fair bit of feed from the hips. Begonia is just not happening. It's not happening for Begonia today. Don't worry, Begonia, just keep practicing. It will happen. Diane is slowly improving. Good. And that's all it is. Because we weren't born knowing how to do it, yeah? Hips are working now for Sheena, good. What about Terry and Hazel? Are the hips working? And JP, we haven't heard much from JP today. Or anybody that wants to chat. Bye, Marion. See you tomorrow, Marion. So you're feeding that coil through and up, through and up, through and up. Yeah? Okay. We'll have to do our horizontal breathing tomorrow because we ran out of time again. It's those snakes. I just blame it on the snakes. Okay. Hazel's okay with it? Good. Yeah. Okay, Jean-Paul. That's the idea, right? Jane sort of got it. Marie, 1 out of 3 is okay. That's good because then we have progression. First, we start by thinking, yeah, this is easy. And then we realize, oh, I've not got it. And then we start getting a few. And then we start getting more. And then we get more and more and more. And they click more and more. Okay. Like I say, if you've got a minute, try it in front of a mirror. Make sure your elbow doesn't go there, doesn't feed out. Yes, the final rotation of the fist gives the force. Yeah, that's it. That's where you're concentrating, focusing that force. Yeah. Okay. Shall we cool down? So nice and relaxed, bouncy knees, feet pointing forward. Isabel thinks she's got it. Have a look in the mirror later. And where's George as well? Haven't heard from George much. Are you getting it, George? The idea, because I'm talking to George, I'm thinking about George. Always keep shoulders relaxed. Nice relaxation all the way through the movement. Okay. All right, here we go. 气至丹田. And fingertips on the kidney area. And then tap or brush, whichever you feel like you need today. Over the head, down into the kidneys, and just stand, relax, soft knees, soft shoulders, crown pushing up, and breathe. Soft focus. And breathe in, breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out. One more breathe in, breathe out. And close the gate. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much for being here today. I hope the session went well. If you've got any questions, get in touch through the text or the email or the phone. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Sheena. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in, for having a look and having a shot at all of these practices. I hope you feel great now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. The sun is shining. It's beautiful. Thank you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much, guys. It was a slower but quite intense session.